There are two different types of fatigue in multiple sclerosis, and it is extremely important to understand the difference so that you know which one you have and how you can manage your fatigue based on what the cause is. The first type of fatigue is secondary fatigue. This means that there is a reason for your fatigue. Maybe you had a late night, or maybe you exercised, or you just had a really busy day and you're tired from those activities and those things that you did. That is secondary fatigue. And that fatigue is very similar to something that we all get. It may be exaggerated if you have multiple sclerosis, but even people without MS get that type of fatigue. The other type of fatigue is primary fatigue. This means that there is no reason that you have this fatigue and that you are just exhausted. Some people with multiple sclerosis describe this as being so tired that they can't even open their eyes. They just feel so drained that they can't even move or get out of bed. And there's no reason for it. You didn't exercise, you didn't have a late night, you weren't out and about all day, you just feel this drained. Regardless of the type of fatigue, you need to be communicating with your loved ones how you're feeling. People who don't have multiple sclerosis don't know what you mean when you say you're tired or even you're fatigued. What they think is how they associate with being fatigued and feeling tired. You need to explain with as descriptive words as possible what it feels like. If it feels like you're carrying 50 tons of bricks, then tell them that. If it feels just so heavy that you can't even move, tell them that. The more descriptive words, the better, because they do not know what you're feeling. So if you can give them words that will help them understand that, there will be better communication and better understanding. Now let's talk about how to manage fatigue. If you have secondary fatigue, there are a lot of things that you can do, and it depends on what the cause is. So the very first thing you must do is ask yourself, why am I tired right now? Is there a reason I'm feeling this way? And if your answer is yes, think about what that yes is. If it's because you exercised, what can you do to reduce that fatigue? It might be as simple as taking more breaks, or even if you feel like you weren't exercising too much, maybe it was too much. So next time you don't do as much. And it might feel like you're stopping early, but that's okay. You'll be less tired later. Or if your answer to yes is because you were out much later than you usually were. If it's once in a blue moon, personally, I would say live your life. Yes, you may suffer from that a little bit later, but it should go away because the fatigue is caused from that one thing. If it's consistent, maybe you do need to go to bed earlier or make sure that you aren't as busy throughout the day. If your answer was yes because you're so busy throughout the day and you were just going nonstop, then you do have to think about taking more breaks throughout your day and stopping to give yourself that downtime so that you don't overdo it. This is a really tricky one because a lot of times people don't feel like they're overdoing it in the moment. It's not until the next day or even later that night that they just feel totally wiped. Another really common cause for fatigue is heat intolerance. So if there is any chance that you may be overheating, acknowledge that and cool your core temperature down as quickly as possible. Now, primary fatigue is a little bit harder to manage because there is no reason for it. Sometimes it's managed with medications, other times it's managed through just lifestyle modifications similar to what we've already mentioned. So make sure you talk to your neurologist if you are having primary fatigue to figure out what may be the best course of action for you to start getting at least a little bit more energy and not be so drained. Exercise often seems counterintuitive to fatigue. You just feel so tired, so why the heck would you exercise? However, there is so much research right now showing that exercise and physical therapy actually helps with both types of fatigue. Primary fatigue and secondary fatigue, which is amazing. And obviously you're not going to go run a marathon and your fatigue will be less, but if you can exercise in the right way with the right types of exercises, then it actually can improve your fatigue. The missing link is filled with tons of these exercises that are geared towards helping you get stronger and also reduce fatigue in your day-to-day life so that you can have more energy. If you're curious how the Missing Link program can help you reduce your fatigue and improve your energy, as well as have better walking, better balance, and more strength, then check out the link in the comments below. I have posted a free video of a behind-the-scenes content so you can see exactly what is included in the Missing Link. Thank you so much for taking your time to watch this video. If you enjoyed the content, please remember to share with a friend, press subscribe, and press the thumbs up button.